Hi y'all and welcome back. In case you are new to my channel, my name is Morgan. I love to share some of my favorite recipes with you, places that we try out that are local, as well as new places that we can show you. Today I'm going to be bringing you another dessert recipe. In case you did miss the first one that I filmed, I will link that down below for you. We'll go ahead and get started. So if you are a cookie dough lover, today is going to be chocolate chip cookie dough filled cupcakes. We're going to go ahead and get started lining the muffin pan and preheating your oven to 350 degrees. I've got my cupcake pan here and I'm going to start lining everything. These are little cat liners that I picked up. Gotta love it. So I've got the cupcake liners here in my cupcake pan. I'm going to set this aside and then we'll get started on the chocolate chip cookie dough filling. So for the chocolate chip cookie dough filling, what you will need is a 1/4 cup of softened butter, a 1/2 cup of flour. I did run this through a flour sifter, just kind of making a finer texture. A 1/4 cup of packed brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of regular sugar, and then a 1/4 cup of confectioner sugar. So I'm going to be using a handheld mixer. You can use a stand mixer if you'd prefer. I am adding in the sugars and going to cream everything with the butter, so probably about 2 minutes on medium-high speed. So I have mixed the butter, granulated sugar, and brown sugar in a mixing bowl. Now I'm going to be folding in the flour and powdered sugar only until incorporated. So I have the dry ingredients combined in my chocolate chip cookie dough. I am going to actually incorporate another tablespoon or 2 of butter. If yours is a little bit dry and crummy, you can go ahead and add in a little bit more butter until you get more of a consistent cookie dough. I did add in 2 more tablespoons of softened butter. I'm going to actually fold in some mini chocolate chips. You can leave the regular cookie dough if you'd like to keep that for your filling, but since we're doing chocolate chip cookie dough, I'm going to fold these in. You can go ahead and set this aside and we'll get started on the cupcake batter. So for the dry ingredients for your cupcake batter, the first thing you'll do with the medium-sized mixing bowl is get 1 3/4 cup of flour. This is all-purpose flour that I've sifted in here. You'll need 2 cups of granulated sugar, 1 1/2 teaspoons of baking powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and a 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt. So I'm going to be combining all the dry ingredients in here, giving everything a whisk, and then we'll start with the wet ingredients. Dry ingredients are combined. I'm going to set this bowl aside. You will need another medium-sized mixing bowl for the wet ingredients, and we'll start on that next. So I have another mixing bowl here. I'm going to be starting with the wet ingredients. In the mixing bowl, I'm going to be combining in 1 cup of whole milk, adding that right in, 3/4 cup of room temperature water, 2 eggs, which I'll be adding in next, 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, and the final addition is going to be a 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. I'll be combining everything in here and then we'll be adding the wet ingredients to the dry. Using my handheld mixer, I'm going to be combining everything on medium speed. Once your mixture is combined, you'll go ahead and add your wet ingredients to the dry. Just combining everything. You don't want to overmix, still keeping the batter nice and light and fluffy. So once it's combined, then we can go ahead and start filling the liners. I've brought my cupcake pan back in and I have the cupcake batter right here. I'm going to fill each of these about halfway and then we can add in the chocolate chip cookie dough filling. I have the cupcake liners filled halfway. Now with your chocolate chip cookie dough, you'll be dropping in about 1 tablespoon of the filling into each one. So I just take about a tablespoon of the chocolate chip cookie dough and I kind of mold it to make a little small cookie shape, and I'll place that in the center of each one so that way it'll bake thoroughly and it kind of will spread out into each cupcake. I have the cookie dough in the center of each cupcake. Now I'm going to be filling these and just covering the cookie dough on the tops. I've got the cupcakes here, everything is ready to go, and I'm gonna put these in the oven for 20 to 22 minutes, just checking with a toothpick, making sure it comes out clean. So while your cupcakes are in the oven, we can get started on the frosting. I'm making a vanilla frosting here. If you would like to do chocolate frosting, you can just incorporate a 1/4 cup of baking cocoa. So in a mixing bowl, I have 3 cups of confectioner sugar to start, 8 tablespoons of softened butter or 1/2 cup, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 2 to 3 tablespoons of milk. Start with 2 tablespoons and then incorporate another one if you need to. So with everything in the mixing bowl, I'm gonna combine at medium-high speed for about 2 minutes. The vanilla frosting is made. I'm gonna set this aside. My cupcakes should be almost ready. It's been about 20 minutes, so I'm gonna check them with a toothpick. I just took the cupcakes out of the oven. It's been about 20 minutes. Toothpick came out clean. So while those transfer to a wire rack to cool completely, I am gonna place my vanilla frosting in a pastry bag. Since I don't have one handy, I'm actually gonna use a Ziploc, so you can choose either a pastry or a Ziploc bag and then just cut the end so that way you can pipe onto your cupcakes. I wanted to show y'all what I use for the toppings on these cupcakes. You always have to have a fun topping for cupcakes. Got more mini chocolate chips here. These are store-bought mini chocolate chip cookies that Kayla has cut in half for me. And I have the vanilla frosting, so we're gonna ice everything. Another alternative for toppings, you can use cookie dough candies or any candies of your choice on top. Just always adds a little bit extra. They have cooled completely on a wire rack, and now we can frost all of them and then add in our toppings. The cupcakes are all frosted. Now I'm going to be adding in the toppings. So what I will do, since I'm using chocolate chip cookies, I'm going to stick a little half on the top of each one. And then I'm also going to be doing a couple mini chocolate chips as well. So the cupcakes are all decorated and frosted. I'm gonna cut into one and show y'all the filling, and we'll do a final taste test. So you get a nice cookie dough bottom here, the vanilla cupcake with vanilla frosting, and then your toppings right on there. These are really good. If you like chocolate chip cookie dough, that bottom layer that you bite into with the nice fluffy cupcake and then the pillowy vanilla frosting on top, it's a great combination. Let me know in the comment section below what you think, and if you do try this recipe, tell me as well. I appreciate y'all for watching. If you're new to my channel, please like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy your cupcakes.